What's up everyone, Torchic89 here, and my today's challenge is can I beat Emerald using Sapphire's team. Now when I talk about Sapphire, it's Sapphire Birch, who is from the Pokemon Adventures manga series when it comes to Ruby, Sapphire and Emerald. She happens to be Professor Birch's daughter, who is the main female protagonist in these series and is perceived as quite the wild child with animalistic nature and in general altogether roughness and coarseness around her, but she happens to be a great trainer. She is absolutely not like May from the Pokemon anime series. She's quite the opposite actually. And now let's go over to the rules that I will be following. So we have only Sapphire's team members in battle. She has 6 Pokemon that we'll go through in a bit. We will not be using any items in the battle. We can use them outside or once the battle has been finished, but not inside. We will not be using any wild Pokemon team grinding. This is the one which raises the challenge. We will be only using trainer battles, and in case we lose them we can battle again. That is not a problem. Also only Pokemon that we will capture all of Sapphire's team in the wild, not in the same order she has, in the same order the game presents us. Also, the only time we will use any HM boys apart from our team members if our own team members cannot learn the required HM moves. So we can go ahead and get started. So Birch is here to introduce us to the game, and we here will be choosing Torchic as our starter because that's the one of the starters which Sapphire in the manga series happens to have. And we will of course name our character Sapphire here. I can't use all the characters in the Sapphire name per se because I'm not allowed to, but this is close enough. We get off the truck that our mom dumped us in with the rest of the luggage to go ahead and enter Little Root Town, which is our new home with our boy protagonist here of the game. And then we go ahead and save our dad from a teeny tiny zigzagoon of level 2 by choosing Torchic, our starter, which is pretty easy because it's the very first battle. Torchic is completely fine with it. Dad is super duper happy with us and he lets us keep the Torchic to begin this journey, and we name Torchic Chaka. I will later on rename them according to the English manga, and we go ahead and have our first battle with Ruby / Brendan here, who has of course chosen a Mudkip, having the type advantage to our Chaka here. And we deal with that pretty easily. We are a level above and now we are level 7, which is absolutely amazing. And then we come back to Dad's lab and he gives us a Pokédex, whereas Brendan / Ruby gives us a couple of Pokeballs to get us started in this wonderful game. I am such a huge fan of Emerald in general. And we say goodbye to our mom, in this case probably Ruby's mom, and then we go ahead and help Wally catch his Ralphs, which we don't get a chance to catch ourselves. And then the gym leader of the 5th gym tells us that we need 4 more gym badges before we can do anything here. Norman just shoos us away, and this guy wants me to make me famous, and we help this guy with against the team Aqua Puchiana, which was easy. Chaka is doing absolutely great. At this point of time we just have Chaka because we're gonna catch all the other Pokemon naturally, and Chaka evolved right before our very first gym badge into a Combuskin, which of course renders Roxanne's battle very easy. I mean, we have double kick. Chaka is level 17. It was smooth going. On my part I could have made it difficult, but I chose to make it easy because I was afraid I just had the one Pokemon here. And we against Nosepass, it took us very slight difference. He did try to put us off with Rock Tomb, but that did not work at all. Chaka is just double kicking over here, and we have nothing else to do much, just wait, whittle his energy away. That was just probably 3 tries, we were good. And Roxanne hands us over our very first badge, and she does not like it, and we have to go again, save Pico and help this guy send his son a letter. Mr. Stone could do it himself, but we meet our rival again in an optional battle which we pick up because we need the XP for Chaka. So he has a Slugma, and he still has a Mudkip. He has an evolved mine like mine. and Mr. Briny drops us off at the second, okay, Dewford, yeah. So we capture Aaron, our second Pokemon listed here, naming him Ronono, but we'll change that later in accordance with the English manga. And we go after a bunch of training to Brawley. And of course, Chaka sweeps this battle as well. I mean, it's just honestly not too much of a difficulty with Chaka being leveled up. So Brawley hands us her second gym badge, the Knuckle badge, very happily, and we surf. Then Rainy takes us to Slateport, where we deal with more Team Aqua grunts, but we cross over and meet up with our rival again, who has a little buffed up team, and we just have the two Pokemon at this point of time. But Chaka is killing it as usual. We have no worries until we hit the third gym. We get our bicycle for free from this kind-hearted guy and meet up Wally with our first battle, which was completely easy because he really needs to train his rides at some point of time. This was never a challenge, but the challenge that is coming ahead is this guy. We are so badly matched up here that it takes me way too many tries to even come close to his last Pokemon. I am not kidding. Rononono is weak against it, and Chaka is weak against it. We just simply KO'd all around together. I mean, I couldn't even beat Magneton in the first go. So we go ahead and go out and train. We find all the trainers we can possibly find in the west side of the city, east side of the city, and then we try again against Watson. But his self-destructing Pokemon has been causing a lot of damage, and I am solely depending on Chaka at this point of time for this battle. But this still does not work because Rono, as usual, is getting beaten. And so we go ahead and find more battles to find, but we lose again, and this takes on forever. So we go fight again and again. We take at least 6 to 7 tries for against Watson, and finally we actually end up with looking at Mencentric, and we beat him. This was after a lot of grinding. It took us forever, but we did ultimately get there. And we teach quick attack to Chaka here, and we go ahead to Fallopoton, where after a lot of trainer battles, our Pokemon finally evolves into a Larion. Rononono is a Larion, and then we go ahead here and see what these Team Aqua and Team Mama people are up to. They just cannot seem to get along. I rename all of the Pokemon according to the adventures, and then we go ahead against Flannery. Her Torkoal is the worst. Every time we just lose to her Torkoal. We manage everybody else, but it's her Torkoal that gives us the most difficulties. Like Watson, even we were against, but with luck we get the heat badge from her, and then we go to the desert area to train a bit more here, because next battle we're gonna need our newly evolved Blaziken for this, and Blaziken just simply sweeps Norman's gym battle. It was not even a challenge. This was very first go. Then we go ahead and have to fish out a Pokemon. We do not have anyone for Surf, which we go ahead and go back to Slateport to catch ourselves our third Pokemon team member, Walmer, named Wallow, who will eventually evolve. And then we catch Troppus, which is Pilo, the fourth Pokemon, and we move towards the another battle with Team Aqua members here at the Weather Institute. When right now we have 4 team members, we are kind of good. It's comfortable. Blaziken is killing it as usual, so we don't face much difficulty. And we have a rival battle. We have one more Pokemon than we beat him pretty easily. He gives us Fly, and then we fly to our 6th battle. So again, this is not much of a problem. Wallow's rollout just pretty much takes down more than half of the team, and Larion does the rest. It is absolutely easy. Then we go ahead to catch our 5th Pokemon, Panopi, in the Safari Zone, right outside Lily Cove City. And immediately, once we catch him and nickname him Dono, we go ahead and go fight a few battles to evolve him into a Panopi, because Sapphire happens to have a Donphan, sorry. And then we have another trainer battle against Brendan, who has a better team, but his Ludicolo is a bit of a problem, but we beat it anyway. Then we go towards our Team Aqua Magma problems and go to the graveyard place, and we defeat every one there in Team Aqua. Then we have to come here, and we witness the awakening of the great Groudon, and Maxi is upset and he blames us for everything. I mean, dude, you wanted him awake. Why am I being blamed here? So Maxi is not much of a challenge as such. But I mean, yeah, we have a full team. I'm so happy I finally have at least 5 Pokemon to battle against people. Game Trapped is a bit difficult, but no, just absolutely sweeps him off. We come back here again to Lily Cove, do this puzzle and beat the Team Aqua Grunt, the main grunt, whoever he is. It was pretty easy as such. We did not have a problem. Like I said, Toro is completely evolved and so powerful. So majority of the battles is basically won by him. Before our 7th gym badge, however, we go ahead and train a lot. And then we do the mistake of going and meeting these two, because these two just simply demolish us. We first notice that we are under leveled. Only Toro is level matched slightly with Tate and Liza's team, but we simply just face defeat without them even losing one Pokemon. So we go ahead and evolve into a Aggron, and I cannot emphasize how much useful the trick house has been when it comes to training. We have been going into the trick house so much, which leads us to have our Wilmer evolve into a gigantic Wailord, which is just going to jump and crash everybody. We use match call a lot as well. We match call everybody we can find. And then we again dare to go against Tate and Liza's horribly strong team. I mean, I was not expecting, but she is the 7th gym badge, so we just are a little bit matched here at this point of time. And they still are very, very strong. They have Earthquake, and I just happen to have the only flying type Pylo. But a few chosen solar beams kind of are on my side, and we do get a little chance at wiping most of one of their team members. Or Natu is still alive, being the flying type. But we very honestly, I will say, just because of pure luck, we do it, and just Natu is left, and all the Pylo, after taking out so many of them, dies. But Rononono finally finishes what we started, which was took about at least 8 tries, I have to say. I mean, there's so many embarrassing moments here. Then we go head towards Mons Deep Space Center, where we pair up here with the Steel Champion himself and have a double battle against the team Magma people. And well, we have a champion right next to us. We have no problems beating it. Our team also does well enough. Finally the Crobat is left, and we beat him, and Stephen is quite happy to pair with us so he gives us dive, and then we finally can go and capture our 6th team member, which happens to be a Relicat. Now Relican, being in level 30, is being a gigantic pain. When we tried to capture him, we threw a couple of Pokeballs. It simply would not just take, and I was like, I have to finish this challenge, I need you. And then he agreed with a Ultra Ball, and we named him Rello, I think. Yeah, Rello. And we taught it dive, because according to the manga, Rello is the one who takes them to Cave of Origin. So I decided to follow that. Still, right now all of my team members have all the HM moves distributed amongst themselves. We will only use HM, and then we pick up Ice Beam from the ship, and then we go ahead and witness Kyogre's awakening as well. But before that, later Archie would like to battle us. Of course, he also blames us probably for all of this, and we sweep his team pretty easily. That was not much of a challenge, and we witnessed the 2nd legendary evolution. Devolution? I want to say something about it, but let's just move ahead. Can't find words today. And these two argue amongst themselves and realize that, I'm not to blame, I wasn't even there, and you caused bad weather patterns all throughout the Hoenn region. Congratulations guys, now we are either going to drown or die. because of heat. Steven does not like this one bit, and of course I have to stop it, even though I did not start any of this. But as Sapphire, it is my partial responsibility to help whatever is happening. So we are sent to Sutopolis, where we realize that Groudon and Kyogre have chosen this as their battleground. Somebody has to tell Kyogre he is at a type advantage with all the rain and everything, but no, Kyogre stands his ground, literally. Steven sends us to Wallace, and he asks a 10-year-old a bunch of important questions about how the third legendary Pokemon and where could he be. I just, as usual, having played this game and being Birch's daughter Sapphire Birch, I tell him it's probably at Sky Pillar, because Sky, flying type, come on. So Wallace is completely happy with my judgment, and I'm going to tattletale to Rayquaza about Kyogre and Groudon. Rayquaza, those two are fighting again. I know. Somebody tell Groudon he's at a type disadvantage. Thank you. And our god Pokemon of Hoenn comes up and scolds these two after my tattling that no, you are not supposed to battle, go back to sleep. Who told you to do this? Kyogre, you're at an advantage. Groudon, you're at a disadvantage. And these two learn their lesson, and I hope in future they will not awaken another legendary for their own personal gains. We talk to Steven and tell him, yeah, we solved all of your problems. We still have a champion to be, so could you just move? I mean, you're the champion, and we get HM7 as well for Waterfall, but we have to first train for the 8th gym badge against the water type gym leader 1. So now he is of course at a significantly decent level, and we happen to be at a type disadvantage because our only advantage is Pilo, the grass plus flying type, and Wallace, of course. I mean, one is Wallace's teacher, I guess, and he knows more than the champion himself, so he has a lot of Pokemon with ice beams, so I can directly send my Pilo. So I sent Rono with a Thunderbolt, who so far did well. We were not in too much of a trouble initially, but Kingdra came and changed that completely. Kingdra would just come and demolish my team every time, and we would just be stuck at this loop where I would just put Wallow to sleep, and I even sent out Toro to do some damage, but it was just not working. My team was not strong enough. We did not have any type advantage, so we go ahead and match call everybody again, and we fight with everybody who is available as much as possible, be it whatever level. Match call has truly helped us here, and of course we go to our usual pilgrimage to the Trick Master's house, who has a lot more trainers as well every time we beat him. So his house resets every time we get a gym badge, and it changes according to the gym badge patterns that we have. This is the first time I have faced all of the Trick House Master's challenges. We just remember we forgot the Cycle Road trainers. They are not too high level, but free XP is free XP. Then we match call again and see who wants to battle us. We completely drain our match call resources just for this battle. We just continuously fly around and train around, and then fly around again and train around again with whoever will answer our call. The two interviewers also kept on battling us repeatedly, which was an advantage. We just would go all around Hoenn a billion times fighting for our very last gym badge, which came handy a lot, because then we used surf around everywhere, went in every nook and cranny to find any trainer who will battle us and give us a bit of a higher level. These especially a lot of battles were in mainly near this route here, where I forgot the route's number, never mind, well, in the 3rd gym badge area. And then after a lot of training, we go ahead back to 1 to see if anything can be done, but our grass type dies. The 2 Pokemon I was depending upon die beforehand only, and we try with the rest of the disadvantage Pokemon that we have against Kingdra, but alas, Kingdra is still higher level than us and stronger than us, and just would not goddamn die. Instead, he would just terminate our entire team. So we started battling one for a couple of times just to get the XP, because there were practically no trainers left in the match call for us to go ahead and attempt this at all. I mean, it was so frustrating. We probably battled one at least 10 to 12 times till the man just wouldn't give up. And we go ahead and try match call desperately. As you can see, we have no one left. Everybody just is tired of battling with us. We have very few numbers left, but we still do not lose hope and fly back wide and around all over Hoenn just for this training. And then we again level up our team and go towards one, not accepting defeat. One is just by this time so bored battling us and making us lose. He's like, oh my god, come on Sapphire, please think of a different dream. Don't dream about being a Pokemon champion, or you're not going to get the 8th badge. But we tell one, not today, we shall fight till our dying breath. And Pylo is thankfully alive by this point of time, so Kingdra of course kills it, because that's what this Kingdra does. And we put Kingdra to sleep. That is our strategy. But Kingdra wakes up and we put it to sleep again, which gives us a time slot. But Kingdra keeps on waking up so fast. I don't understand what is Kingdra's problem. Of course, Kingdra annihilates Relo. And I mean, at a desperate move, we send Dono. But Kingdra wakes up. We thrice put it to sleep and it woke up in 2 seconds. I don't understand this Pokemon. We try so very hard. So at the corner, and then Kingdra starts falling asleep. It was so infuriating. I have no words for it. So this just goes on for a bit, back and forth, back and forth. We're just mirroring each other's move by this point of time. If Kingdra ice beams, we ice beam. If Kingdra falls asleep, we fall asleep. So Wallow and Kingdra are just at it for the longest time. I'm running out of power points at this point of time, and we just continue this long battle forever. One is tired, I am tired, my Pokemon are tired, but we do not give up whatsoever. And at this point of time, we are running out of power points as well, and we're just waiting for that point when Kingdra itself might start struggling. So we get tired and we send out Toro to have some difference, but because of the evasionness, Kingdra doesn't do much, but it does put itself to sleep a lot, which is an advantage, because at this point of time Kingdra is running out of moves. That this is what we were waiting for, and Kingdra is at struggle. We put Kingdra at struggle, and that is literally how we win the 8th gym badge, because we can fall asleep and Kingdra has no moves left. Then we remember there's a Groudon. But Groudon is relatively easier, so we don't face too much of a challenge, even though we are just down to our last Pokemon. But Wallow does have rest, and which we are fine with. And Groudon is, honestly, I don't even know why is he on this team at this point of time, because we sweep that very easily. Just on the basis of struggle, we get our 8th and final gym badge. We are absolutely over the moon because of this, and this is amazing. And we make towards the Evergrande city, going to up the waterfall. We already battled everyone we could possibly battle, and so we just have Victory Road ahead of us now, which we go towards. And this guy is cheering on. Thanks, man. We meet Wally here for the probably 3rd time in the game. We meet Wally very less in this entire game. Why is he even our rival? Anyhow, he has a full team, which is okay. When we match up level wise, it's not too strong. Dono takes care of this. Dono's rollout pretty much takes care of most of his team, but we then send out our Blaziken against it, and then we switch out to Wallow, who's our freaking tank. We have such tanky Pokemon in this team, which is absolutely amazing. We again send our fire type against Magneton, which he sweeps very easily with a Blaze Kick. So we look up for a map in Cerebi or Cypox, I forgot which website, where we blindly follow the map. I did not want to teach anybody Flash because it happens to be an HM, and since we could follow a map and get through this place, we already needed Strength and Rock Smash for it. So it took us a couple of minutes, but we did blindly cross out of here. using the aforementioned map to its extent, and we are here finally at the Pokemon League, and we prepare ourselves. We sell whatever we have on us just to buy potions at this point of time. We heal our team again, and let's have a look at our team. We have everyone here at either 45 or 47, which is not too great when it comes to the Elite Four Championship, if you ask me. So we go ahead and think whom can we battle, because only in-trainer battles are allowed in our challenge right now. So we go ahead and check that out. So we match call again everybody we can find and go ahead and fight a lot of trainers, and then we are like, let's go ahead and check out. So first is Maxi, where we have Toro, and we have the type advantage on us, which is not at all a problem for us at this point of time. I mean, he is a dog type, and most of my team just sweeps his team. The second one, however, we had a little problem with her because Phoebe has ghost type Pokemon, and we were not really equipped with it. Plus there was pressure from Dusclops, so much Pokemon peer pressure I can't even say. I mean, its strategy for using its pressure and protect at the same time. We did have a few deaths as such, but we somehow managed to sweep the team in general. I mean, it took us a few tries, but it was not too much difficult as such. This is now where we face a challenge, because being ice type and water type, my team was completely not equipped, and practically we lost very much in the third ice type Elite Four gym. So we go ahead and go back to our favorite places, Trickmaster's house. But after that we realize Pacific Lodge area has a couple of trainers that we can go ahead and battle. So we just proceed to do that. We go through the zigzaggy odd water patterns where rumored to have one of the Regice, Registeel or Regirock Pokemon, but of course we are not approaching them. We're just here to have more XP and battle against trainers for the Elite Four. We battle all of them. It took us a couple of tries because of the puzzling water movements, but we go ahead and get all of the trainers we can visually see and train them. Then we go ahead and decide to pick up Brick Break from Suitpolis City and teach it to our Toro Blaziken against Double Kick, which has a higher chances. And then we remember we never visited Meteor Falls, and there are like 2-3 trainers there to battle, which we do, and then we go ahead and battle Elite Four again. Of course, Maxi, it wasn't a problem. Phoebe is a bit of a problem, but right now we are kind of onto her tricks of pressure and protect, so we deal accordingly. We use Relo to put it to sleep. It's sad that nobody can learn hypnosis directly and we had to depend on Yon, but everybody just does their job well. I mean, she does try really hard to beat our team at this point of time, but we kind of do our job. And here is where we last time lost, and we are a bit apprehensive to go ahead. So we heal our team real quickly and revive everybody who was dead from the previous Elite Four battles. We are still not using items inside battle, and we continue to do that. We can use them outside. So we go ahead and this time try our best, but we had not faced Walrein before. This is the first time we are facing this horrible tough Walrein, and we send our bulkiest, but that doesn't work, and we are so close. And Toro is doing amazingly. He basically just sweeps out all of a sudden out of nowhere, which leads us to the Dragon Tamer here. After a round of quick revival for everybody, I see that I have a couple of rare candies on me, so I decided to give them and see if that would help against the fourth member of Elite Four, the Dragon Tamer. And we get rest for Relo. So the Yon rest pair is something of a combination which did come in handy in all of these battles, which it was horribly difficult. And his Shelgon does the whole protect thing here, and we are almost there. Again, there's another Kingdra. So basically the Kingdras are the curse of this game, whom we have trouble beating because our team is simply unequipped for Kingdras. And sadly we lose again to a Kingdra, and as you can see, we don't have any more people left in the match call. Nobody's willing to battle us anymore. Once they heard about our Elite 4 defeat, they are calling us losers at this point of time, but we do not give up. We find every trainer who will battle us, and then finally do end up against all of the Elite 4 and finally till the Dragon Tamer. And here his Salamence this time defeats us very badly, and we are just sitting now thinking what to do and just racking our brains. At this point of time we have no hope left, and also we are short on money. So even if we do go ahead and try a full attempt for these battles, we have to rebase ourselves. But we go ahead and decide that we will go as far as we can without using any items in battle as well, just to save money on the final battle, because I literally sell fire stones and leaf stones and stuff just to earn some money for buying items for them to recuperate during these Elite 4 battles, because nobody else is willing to battle me at this point except the Elite 4, of course. And we go ahead and do the entire charade again of battling all of the Elite 4s before reaching the 4th one. And of course Dusclops, by now we are on to Dusclops. We are like, yes, we know about the Pokemon peer pressure you put on us, we know about the protect you do and pressure us in exchange, but Relo is not having any of it, and Relo is tired. We all are extraordinarily tired by now. Toro, however, has been getting the most highest XP gains ever, because he is just doing amazingly. He would just come out and sweep teams, and he's as frustrated as I am at this point of time. He inherits Sapphire's roughness and rawness and animal instincts, and we go ahead and use a couple of potions on our team, again attempting for the, I don't know, I think if I think about it, I probably faced the Elite 4 before the champions at least 10 to 15 times, because we needed the XP gain and we needed the practice. We by now even knew what Pokemon they were going to switch out with. And we again come here, and Toro is just not having it anymore. He's just sweeping the ice type gym leaders team. I was kind of afraid because a couple of them are part water types, but he has Toro just won't have any of it. Toro is just demolishing everything. He doesn't even need a mega evolution in this. He's just completely fine doing everything right now. I had to pull it back, like, don't murder these Pokemon, you know, just defeat them in battle. So, and again after crawling and crying, we reach here against the Dragon Tamer, who is again doing to us what Dusclops did to us before. But again, Relo is not having any of it. Relo is just so freaking tired by now. I taught it Blizzard in addition to his move pool, and just going ahead and using whatever. Relo had been a great surprise to our team. I had never trained a Relicat before, and it was just doing amazingly. Volo and of course this horrible Kingdra is here. My entire team is just right now clenched together in like, oh, this Kingdra, we have to defeat again this Kingdra. We think so hard, and Pylo being so weak against ice type is not having it. So we try a solar beam, but that does not work. And the Salamence is the second thing that is a problem for us, but Volo is just so tired, and we get slightly lucky with the frozen, but then we send out Toro, who again just has had enough of Kingdras and in general battling, and we beat Drake very happily. And this is the point where I decide maybe I should save, because I honestly don't have the equipment to go through another Elite 4 battle. I'm kind of bled dry when it comes to monetary sense in this game. I cannot buy anything anymore, and I did not want to enter cheat codes and give us free items. But we decide, okay, we're gonna save here right before the champion battle against Wallace, because Wallace is going to be double difficult than one. We are very well prepared for that. So we heal all of our team members accordingly. So here we are at the point where Sapphire, our Pokemon Adventures wild child, from Ruby Sapphire Emerald will be battling the very legendary Wallace. I although wanted to battle Steven as well, but let's just go with Wallace for now. We save and go ahead towards our first encounter with Wallace, the champion for Hoenn region. His full water type team is decently leveled up. We are definitely under leveled when it comes to his team, and it definitely shows once we are battling the Wailord. Proves to be a challenge, but we take it out. Then comes the famous Milotic at 68. Oh, I just look at the level 68 and look at my team and practically die like Dono died here. I send out Toro, who does better than I expected. I mean, he takes out the Milotic, he takes out the Ludicolo. Even with Cash comes with a little bit of a problem, but that's mainly poison wise. Pylo takes it on, and this Tentacruel is the source of all my sorrow and problems in this battle against Wallace. Tentacruel just comes out of nowhere, beats the very unexpected Pokemon and sweeps my team. I had prepared only for Milotic. I had not prepared for this Tentacruel, who's Water Plus Poison, and he just simply sludge bombs our team into oblivion. There's literally nothing we can do. It's faster for some reason. Ronono tries a bit, but Wallace heals it, and we beat it. And then comes the Gyarados, which we are completely unprepared for, but we lose to it. Then we go ahead and try again from our save point. We go ahead and face Wallace yet again for the billionth time and try the same strategy of putting Wailord to sleep. But Raylo this time holds on and does not die on me, and I send over Pylo, who is a little stronger, and we take out Wailord. And for Milotic, we actually switch back to Raylo thinking that we could use a Yawn, but then I send out Toro to do Sky Uppercut by now. Yes, Toro learns Sky Uppercut, and against Ludicolo, we try a Sky Uppercut, but it does not unfortunately kill it. And now we are debating whom to send against Ludicolo. So Ludicolo has Giga Drain, of course, but we get a little lucky once it's frozen. But that still is not enough for killing this Ludicolo. Ludicolo is so bulky, you just look at it and you don't expect it to do so well. So this time, instead of Tentacruel, Ludicolo sweeps off my team a lot. Majority of my team, only Pylo is left just hanging on to the last, but there is no point because there's Tentacruel, who terminates our team yet again. We are at our wits end, but we speed through all the text. We just don't want to talk, we just want to battle at this point. We go with our same strategy again as we had followed before, and Toro is just again frustrated, taken out. He doesn't care anymore, he's just gonna kill everything, but the wretched Tentacruel comes. So this time Raylo is at good health, so we put it to sleep, and we try with Pylo, but it doesn't happen. We put Tentacruel to sleep again and send out her Ronono, who's the surprise witness in my battle here. He just via pure luck, we damage Gyarados a lot, and we suddenly realize Wallace, champion Wallace is out of Pokemon, and we have beaten finally after a billion tries the champion, water type champion Wallace. He was so horribly difficult. What is his team, honestly? Then Ruby / Brendan comes to congratulate us. Yes, Sapphire Birch, being my father of Sapphire here, is very proud of me. I am the new champion, and thus we proved very happily that Sapphire's team can indeed beat the champion and Emerald as such, all the gym leaders and all the Elite Four and the champions and all the battles just via trainer battles. No in-game items and no grinding. Actually, we just use trainers and match call to grind our team. This was so much fun, and here I will say goodbye to all the viewers. Thank you for watching. Do check out my other series for Leaf Green Nuzlocke challenge, which is completed, and I'm having an ongoing Storm Silver Nuzlocke challenge. You guys are absolutely awesome. If you want, you can check them out. I'm gonna see you guys real soon. Bye.